In this video, I'm about to show you 10 US organic egg brands you need to avoid and the ones you need to be getting instead, starting with number 10, Kirkland Signature. Kirkland Signature organic eggs are sold in bulk at Costco, and they look like a value. But large-scale organic egg suppliers often house tens of thousands of hens in a single facility. USDA organic regulations require outdoor access, yet they do not define how much usable pasture each hen must have. That means a small covered porch technically satisfies the rule. Costco's supply chain prioritizes volume and efficiency. When production scales that high, pasture rotation becomes logistically difficult. The result is often high-density indoor systems with limited outdoor engagement. It meets the letter of the law, but not necessarily the spirit organic consumers expect. If you're picturing wide-open pasture, you may be buying into marketing imagery instead of operational reality. Number 9. Great Value Organic. Walmart's Great Value Organic eggs meet federal certification standards. The hens eat organic feed. Antibiotics are restricted. Outdoor access is required. On paper, it checks the boxes. But Walmart is the largest retailer in the United States. Its entire supply model is built around cost control and massive scale. That means sourcing from high-capacity organic producers who can supply thousands of stores consistently. Organic certification does not limit flock size. So hens may still be housed in very large barns with controlled outdoor structures. When organic eggs are priced aggressively low compared to competitors, you have to ask how that efficiency was achieved. Organic feed is expensive. Pasture maintenance is expensive. Labor is expensive. If the price is compressed, something else is streamlined, and it usually isn't corporate margins. Number 8. Eggland's Best Organic. Eggland's Best markets heavily around enhanced nutrition, more omega-3 fatty acids, more vitamins, optimized feed formulas. But here's what gets less attention: housing transparency. Their organic eggs come from contract farms, and detailed pasture acreage per hen is not prominently disclosed. USDA organic standards regulate feed and outdoor access, but they do not require specific square footage per bird. That distinction matters. When marketing emphasizes nutrient charts instead of living conditions, it shifts the conversation away from welfare and land management. Organic should start with how the hen lives, not how the label compares on a grocery shelf chart. If a brand talks more about feed science than pasture quality, that's a signal worth noticing. Number 7. MarketSide Organic. MarketSide is another Walmart private label. The same structural concerns apply: massive distribution, centralized sourcing, high-volume suppliers. USDA Organic requires access to the outdoors, but it does not specify minimum pasture acreage like third-party pasture-raised certifications often do. In large-scale operations, access may mean scheduled or limited availability rather than continuous open grazing. There is very little publicly available data on specific farm-level outdoor space for MarketSide eggs. No detailed transparency reports, no per-hen acreage breakdown, just compliance with baseline federal standards. When you're paying premium prices for organic, the minimum legal requirement should not be the ceiling of expectation. Number 6. O Organics. O Organics is owned by Albertsons and distributed across Safeway and related chains nationwide. Like other major private labels, it relies on regional high-capacity suppliers to maintain consistent inventory. Organic certification guarantees feed standards and prohibits routine antibiotics. It does not cap facility size. Large organic egg barns can house thousands of birds while still qualifying as compliant. Managing true pasture rotation at that scale is operationally complex and expensive. The issue is not legality, it's dilution. As organic production becomes industrialized, it begins to resemble conventional cage-free systems just with organic feed. That's a significant difference in cost structure, but not always in living conditions. Consumers expecting small farm operations may be funding scaled efficiency instead. Number 5. 365 Organic. Whole Foods built its reputation on higher standards, but 365 is its value-focused private label, especially after Amazon's acquisition expanded pricing competitiveness. The eggs meet USDA organic standards. However, public disclosures about flock size and pasture space remain limited. Organic does not automatically mean small scale. In modern supply chains, it often means large, certified facilities operating under regulatory minimums. When a premium grocer sells competitively priced organic eggs nationwide, centralized sourcing is almost always involved. That typically means high-density barns designed for efficiency. If you're shopping at Whole Foods expecting boutique farm sourcing in every carton, 365 may not fully align with that expectation. Number 4. Horizon Organic Eggs. Horizon is widely recognized in the organic dairy industry. Over the years, large organic conglomerates, including major dairy brands, have faced scrutiny regarding pasture access interpretations under USDA rules. The same structural concerns apply to egg production at scale. Rapid expansion across multiple states requires uniformity and output stability. Maintaining consistent, meaningful pasture management for large flocks becomes increasingly challenging as operations grow. Organic certification ensures compliance. It does not measure pasture quality depth. When a brand grows quickly within a regulated framework that allows flexibility in outdoor definitions, consumer expectations can outpace regulatory reality. That gap deserves attention before trust is assumed. Number 3. Happy Egg Co. Organic. Happy Egg Co. has faced past legal disputes over marketing terminology related to production claims. While those cases involved labeling interpretations, they highlighted how easily consumers can misunderstand distinctions between organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Organic governs feed and certain housing rules. Pasture-raised typically implies measurable outdoor space per hen, often significantly more than organic minimums require. When packaging features bright pasture imagery without clearly stating acreage per bird, assumptions fill in the blanks. The burden falls on consumers to decode terminology. That's not transparency. That's strategic branding inside a regulatory gray zone. Number 2. Simple Truth Organic. Kroger operates one of the largest grocery networks in America. Simple Truth is its flagship natural foods label. Nationwide distribution demands large, stable supply partners. Organic certification remains feed-focused, with outdoor access provisions that lack specific acreage mandates. High-capacity organic farms can house thousands of hens while staying compliant. The more a retailer scales, the more efficiency becomes central to survival. Efficiency in egg production often means controlled housing environments optimized for output. There's nothing illegal about that. But organic began as a small farm movement centered around soil and animal integration. When scale dominates philosophy, the definition stretches. Consumers deserve to know where that stretch begins. Number 1. Open Prairie Organic. Open Prairie Organic supplies eggs to multiple retailers and operates at substantial commercial scale. Across the broader organic egg industry, investigative reporting over the past decade has documented how concentrated-style facilities can legally qualify as organic if they provide technically compliant outdoor access. That distinction, technically compliant, is everything. Organic regulations allow significant interpretation regarding what constitutes sufficient outdoor access. Large barns with attached outdoor structures can meet certification standards, even if hens spend limited time actively grazing. When organic becomes a volume business rather than a land-based philosophy, the label changes in practice even if the seal remains the same. If you're buying organic expecting meaningful pasture life, Open Prairie is one brand you should research carefully before placing in your cart. Now, I want to be fair. Not every organic brand is stretching the definition. Some companies go beyond minimum USDA requirements. They provide measurable pasture space, publish transparency reports, or operate at a scale that allows meaningful outdoor management. Here are 5 brands that generally align more closely with what consumers expect when they hear the word organic. Number 5. Vital Farms Organic. Vital Farms is widely recognized for pasture-raised production, and their organic line reflects that same philosophy. Unlike standard organic certification, Vital Farms publicly states minimum outdoor space allocations per hen, typically around 108 square feet per bird, in their pasture-raised systems. That's a measurable difference compared to basic organic requirements, which do not mandate specific acreage. The company also publishes annual impact reports outlining farm partnerships and animal welfare practices. No system is perfect, but when a company voluntarily exceeds federal minimums and documents it transparently, that's meaningful. You're not just paying for organic feed, you're paying for documented outdoor living standards. Number 4. Handsome Brook Farm Organic. Handsome Brook Farm has built its reputation on certified, organic, and pasture-raised production. What stands out here is third-party auditing beyond baseline USDA organic standards. Their farms are audited for animal welfare and pasture compliance, in addition to organic feed requirements. They also emphasize small family farm partnerships, rather than exclusively high-density centralized operations. That structure supports more manageable flock sizes and more realistic pasture rotation. Again, this is not marketing poetry, it's structural transparency. When a company invites additional auditing and emphasizes farm-level accountability, that's typically a sign they are confident in their production model. Number 3. Pete and Jerry's Organic. Pete and Jerry's focuses heavily on small family farm networks. Their organic eggs meet USDA standards, but they also maintain third-party animal welfare certifications on many of their supplying farms. The company publicly discusses sourcing from independent farmers rather than operating exclusively massive corporate facilities. That distributed farm model can make meaningful pasture management more practical. They are not the cheapest organic eggs on the shelf, and that's often telling. Pasture management, organic feed, and smaller-scale partnerships cost more. When pricing reflects that reality, instead of undercutting it dramatically, it usually signals that cost savings are not coming from compressed animal conditions. Number 2. Alexandra Family Farm Organic. Alexandra Family Farm is known primarily for regenerative dairy, but their organic eggs operate within that same land-focused philosophy. The farm integrates soil health, rotational grazing principles, and ecosystem management into its broader agricultural system. That matters because organic was originally about soil stewardship, not just feed substitution. Regenerative practices go beyond the minimum regulatory checklist and focus on land impact. When egg production is part of a diversified regenerative farm rather than a standalone high-density facility, outdoor integration tends to be more authentic. It's not just about compliance. It's about system design. Number 1. Blue Sky Family Farms Organic. Blue Sky Family Farms emphasizes humane treatment, smaller flock management, and outdoor access transparency. Their operations focus on balancing organic certification with animal welfare commitments that go beyond feed rules. The company openly discusses housing systems, welfare protocols, and third-party auditing. That level of communication reduces guesswork for consumers. Organic should not feel like a mystery wrapped in green packaging. When a brand explains how hens live, how farms operate, and what standards they follow, trust becomes earned rather than assumed, and that's the difference.